Welcome to this week's programme on Clay Shooting TV. This is very much our festive programme, and what we thought we'd do in this programme, we'd just have a review of the year and go over some of the great coverage that we brought to you this year on Clay Shooting TV. So let's start this programme. We're going to look at the World Sporting Championships, which was held at E.J. Churchill's earlier this year. It really was a huge event. We had people from all over the world coming to it. And again, you know, that man, George Digweed came through to win his 23rd world title. We caught up with George after he won.
Fantastic. This is the second one. Every record is there to be beaten, that's why it's called a record. The one thing I would say is that Jamie and I were talking about it in the week, and it's very interesting because I've set a personal record now with myself in the fact that I've won a world championship in my 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s. So
because you've just turned 50 as well, haven't you?
Turned 50. So you know, that's, for me, that's a, you know, what more can I ask for? To go out there in a situation like that and be able to compete with a big audience in front of the media and you know, showcase what I can do.
The World FitAss this year was held in Portugal. We took the opportunity to grab a few words with Ed Solomons when he landed back at Birmingham Airport.
Congratulations, you're the World FitAss champion.
Yeah, over the moon. I should say a little bit of a snare up there, but no, happy to be back and happy to get a world championship under my belt. Been waiting a while for it.
As you say, it has been a long time coming, but also in terms of that, you know, a lot of people don't understand that a FitAss World or European Championship, it's a marathon, it's definitely not a sprint.
Yeah, it was very hard work. The first 2 days weren't really an issue, and then when I did the third day and shot good and ended up being 4 in front, that actually made it harder in my book, because then you're almost defending it rather than going out and attacking it. And the last 25 was very hard work, and I think probably looked quite hard work as well. But yeah, it did enough, so that's all I was worried about, really.
Well, congratulations again, and thanks for taking some time with us.
Cheers, Phil.
We covered the British Grand Prix, which was held at Barbary. At this occasion, we caught up with Mark Windsor once again, and Mark had been in such a rich vein of form. He won the British Compact, he also won the Classic, we also saw him win the English Open as well. So for Mark Windsor, he really was one of the big names in 2014.
One, 2, 3 today at a 1.25. How do you feel with that?
Very pleased. Yeah, very pleased. A good score. You know, around compact, you really got to get your concentration on. You know, it's all in that. It's all in that arena. Everything's zipping past your ears. It's, you know, you got to really concentrate. So, yeah, very pleased with it. Very pleased. Shot 2 24s and 3 25s. So nice shooting, but just I missed one silly bird really. The other one was fair enough. I missed, but one silly bird. So 1 2 4, I would have been pleased.
One of the highlights for me this year was following round at the British Open. We covered all the top shots. We saw Richard Folds, Mark Windsor. We also saw a fantastic score of 116 out of 120 from Brett Winstanley. To me, that's probably got to be one of the most memorable moments of this year. We took the opportunity to talk to Brett.
I mean, what a fantastic finish. You must be over the moon with that 116.
Oh, I'm speechless, yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, I just seemed to hold my concentration through it all, and yeah, just didn't really make any mistakes. But
so, I mean, for you now, it's just going to sit and wait and see what happens through the rest of the day and tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a good score.
I mean, when someone shoots a big score, you know, you think it can be beaten because it felt so easy around there, but I think it'll take some beating. Yeah.
Well, congratulations again, and thanks for taking some time with us.
Thanks very much, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Clay Shooting TV this year also took the opportunity to go into Europe. We had some really great coverage from the Dutch Grand Prix. We'll be going back next year as well, so look out for that on Clay Shooting TV. We also returned to EJ Churchill's. This time we covered the Shoot Clay Cup. This was the inaugural event which Matt Rutherford put on with the team from EJ Churchill's. It was an amazing event, and so much so that we actually see the Shoot Clay Cup as being one of the majors that we will feature in the Premier League next year. We visited Barrow Heath a few times this year. We seemed really lucky because every time we went there the sun was shining. On one of the occasions it was the English Open Fit-Ask, and that was held there at Barrow Heath, and we saw Sam Green put a fantastic score in to be crowned that champion.
Wow. Oh. 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 English Open Fit-Ask champion was Sam Green.
Sam, really good year for you. I bet this is a very special moment, winning this pretty much at your local ground.
Yeah, so not very far from me, so half an hour. So yeah, shooting most sort of every other weekend, sporting competitions. Philip does a brilliant job of putting sporting targets on, and yeah, great ground.
And you must be really over the moon with that score. Great score.
Yeah, I was lucky. Had a good day. So yeah, had lucky 2 days.
Pleased to win this one.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant shoot. Good weather, everything. So there's not a moan there at all.
The season pretty much finished for you now?
Yeah, it's finished now, so back onto the sort of game and beating and loading, and so yeah, it's back onto that now.
Well, congratulations again and well done.
Thanks very much, cheers.
In September we found ourselves at Weston Park at the Midland Game Fair. This was where the final of the Great Wall World Championships was held. It really was a very memorable event, because one of the key things for me was a real emotional moment when we interviewed Martin Myers straight after he won a Great Wall Steed.
Martin, I mean, that was a hell of a tense final, wasn't it? Talk me through how you went through there.
I don't know. You've got to think on your feet as you're going. You've got to watch everybody else who's shooting and just try and shoot more than they can.
And it's not just breaking the targets, it's knowing which numbers to break as well, isn't it?
As you say, you've got to be thinking on your feet, and you've got to have a good head for maths, I think.
When you came here today, did you come with anybody else? Can somebody drive your car home?
Well, I got the wife here, so hopefully she'll be able to drive it home.
I know you have great sponsorship as well, don't you?
Yeah, I got sponsorship from Krieghoff and Hull, so hopefully it'll please them.
Well, I know you've got to go to the prize giving, but congratulations again.
Thank you.
Well
Cheers.
done. Thank you.
We've just got another five now. Purse of £750.
One of the original events in 2013 that we covered was the White Gold Cup Finals, which was held at Westfield. We returned again in 2014, and this event we saw Scott Barnett win in an amazing shoot-off with Ed Solomons.
Scott, you must be really pleased with that win.
Very happy, yeah. Extremely tired, but very, very happy.
In terms of that, though, I mean, you shot through against Ed. I mean, it was a fantastic final, but you had to keep shooting off against each other.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I've been quite lucky really. I've had a few good drives. I did alright in the first round. Second round against Paul Wilkinson, I knew that was going to be tough, and I didn't fancy that, to be honest. And I missed my last pair, so I thought that's the end of that. Anyway, I found out we ended up for a shoot off and I scraped through. I shot brilliant against Corky. I was felt right in the middle, and after that I didn't feel like I was going to really ever be out. I got a bit of luck with Ed because I missed a teal and it was an O-bird. You take them because I had a rook and O-bird, so you just take some when you can. But no, to be honest, I felt in control. I like the head-to-head stuff anyway. I've always enjoyed a good shoot-off, so no, I'm very happy.
Today's your day, so enjoy it, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Another of the big names that we followed this year was John Lee. We caught up with John at the Beretta World Sporting, where he won an amazing shoot-off.
Well shot, John.
Thank you.
Really well shot.
Yeah, thank
Perfect
you.
straight. How does it feel?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's been a while since I won it, so yeah, I was due a win today. Yeah.
Yes, so twice the winner now.
Yeah. I worked hard for that. So yeah,
and yesterday when you qualified, you didn't think you got through, really, did you? Didn't think you did enough?
No. So yeah, big surprise that was. But yeah, really happy.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
One of the great things that we're seeing much more now in clay shooting, we're seeing many more ladies take up this great sport. We followed two of the key clubs in the UK. We followed the Femme Fatales when they held an event with R&K Stockcraft. We also then went to Ladieswood near Bristol, and we followed the Shotgun and Chelsea Bun Club. Earlier this year, Game Ball launched a new cartridge aimed at the trap market. It's called the Platinum Trap. To coincide with this, Game Ball launched a brand new DTL Major. It was the Game Ball Platinum Trap Grand Prix. So we went to Mid Wales to find out more. Not only did we foray into Europe this year, we also went to America, and here we bring you some of the coverage from the US Nationals.
So Richard, first of all, I've been trying to explain to friends back home the size of this. I've failed. It's over to you now. Tell me how big this is.
2,400 competitors, 600 machines, and somewhere in the region of probably 2 million targets are going to be thrown this week. It's big.
You're in a strange position now where you've put your scorecard in and waiting to see how the rest have gone. Looking back, how do you rate the main event?
The main event was very good. It was, I think, where they benefit is they get several different course setters to do different parts of the course. So you've got one person putting their stamp on 10 stands, someone else doing 10 stands. So you get a great cross section of targets throughout the because the main event is at 40 stations, so you get a lot of targets.
And would you recommend this to other UK shooters?
Very much so. I think if you haven't come over here and experienced the American way of shooting, then try and come to either the US Open, the Nationals now, or maybe the World English when it's over here, because they're truly great events to compete at.
Glasgow this year was the host of the Commonwealth Games. We took the opportunity to speak to Steve Scott, Charlotte Curwood and Matt French when they came back with their medals.
How does it feel to have that gold medal around your neck?
Pretty special. It's nice to get it obviously within Great Britain. Yeah, I shot off with my teammate Matt French, which made it a little bit more special. Obviously training here before East Yorkshire shooting ground. Yeah, me and Matt have been doing quite a bit of training together, so it's nice to come down to a close tie between good friends, and lucky enough I got one extra target than he did.
And Matt, just coming to you, I mean that final was, it's a very tense final.
Yeah.
I mean you couldn't have done any more. I mean Scotty put the perfect score in, but how did you feel going into that?
I felt very confident. We were both shooting well going into that final, and we were both just over the moon really that it was between the two of us. It was kind of the dream scenario that we talked about, and you always hope will happen. I struggled to come off and feel disappointed because I'd shot so well, and any other day and 99 times out of 100 I'd have come away with the gold, but you can't beat a man that doesn't miss, and fair play to Scotty, he's stuck in the perfect round at the perfect time, and deserved gold medalist.
Charlotte, coming on to you, I mean you made history, 4 golds for you now. How did it feel on the day?
It felt amazing. I mean, I have to be honest, I was a little bit nervous because I haven't really been shooting much double trap, and obviously the rules have changed now. So my good friend over here gave me some coaching whilst we were up there.
Waiting to be paid.
Because I was struggling a bit with the new kind of system, and just trying to figure out a simple way to kind of shoot it really, than getting too complicated how these guys do it and counting and all that sort of stuff. But no, it was really good, and it felt really good to shoot double trap again. I love shooting it.
This year also marked the retirement of Pete Wilson. Pete's actually retired now from competitive shooting and is going to concentrate a lot more on his coaching and his other interests. But Pete has been a fantastic servant for our sport, and he's still really young. But we must remember those fantastic days in London 2012 where Pete won that memorable gold medal. We hope you really enjoyed this review of the year, but 2015 looks like it could be a very, very special year. We'll have coverage from Dubai, we'll have coverage from the World Sporting in America, also from the World FitAsk, the European FitAsk, all of the UK majors. And remember, those UK majors will be going towards the Premier League final, which will be in October 2015. In next week's programme, we've got a very special interview with Richard and Tanya Folds, and we have some very special announcements within that. So please join us next week.